Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video are my top favorite Dua fragrances. These are the fragrances that I will always have in my collection as long as Dua continues to sell them. So if you're interested to see which ones I chose, because for real, I love my entire Dua collection. The ones I didn't love, I got rid of. Every last one of the ones I have in this house are ones that I love thoroughly. But these just stand out above them all. Let's jump right into the video. These are in no particular order, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the first one I grabbed. This one is called Dolce Vita. So Dolce Vita is a beautiful fragrance. It's definitely edible. It's definitely gourmand. The notes in here are like some citruses, a fruit melange, and then I believe, what else is in it? Vanilla extract. I do believe it's vanilla extract. Yes, it's definitely vanilla extract. Stunning. Dolce Vita is so good to me. This is actually my second bottle, and I'm proud to say that I will continue to purchase this as long as they make it. So this one here is one I would prefer for cuddle time or for date night. The projection and the sillage are great for your inner circle. So people who are close to you, like in that 6-foot range, 4-foot range, are going to really get this. I do like the longevity, even though it doesn't project like a ton after that 4-hour mark. You're still going to smell this on your skin, on your clothes. It's so good, and the longer you let it sit, the better it is, you guys. You know, I like to purchase my Duas out of season. That way, I can let them sit for 3 or 4 months and become super, super potent. So when the season and the time to wear them comes around, I am just all popping, okay? So again, this is Dolce Vita. This is going to give you citruses. It's going to give you vanilla. This is going to give you yummy goodness. I love this fragrance. Next up, we're going to talk about Dua's inspired by version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. For the record, I have so many inspiration fragrances of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Every last one of them has better pricing, better longevity, and projection. I do not understand why anybody on this earth would still be wasting their time buying actual Lost Cherry. It doesn't last. It doesn't project. And I'm not buying a bottle for the packaging. You must be crazy. So this is Dua's Popped Cherry. Again, this is inspired by Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Love this fragrance. Absolutely stunning. Again, I have so many other inspired by fragrances from other houses. This smells so good. Oh my God. I prefer this so much to the original. It's not even funny. Like, there's zero comparison between Popped Cherry and the original Lost Cherry. I would take this one every day of the week. Dua, please don't ever stop making this. Like, why would you? This has to be like an all-time bestseller. They also have a lot of hybrids and tribrids that include this DNA. I live. Next up, we're going to talk about a fragrance that I love so very much. It's one of my favorite vanillas on the planet, and it touts bergamot, lemon, and vanilla in the notes. This is called Vanilla Lemon Gelato, and it is perfection. So this is another gourmand. This is a very, very beautiful gourmand fragrance. It is the perfect amount of sweetness, the perfect amount of femininity. You're so edible with this. Again, cuddle time, date night, when you want to entice someone to be closer to you. I just don't see me wearing Dolce Vita or this one like to work. It's not that vibe. To me, it's date night. It's Netflix and chill. It's cuddling. If you're the type of person who wears fragrance to bed, I'm not, then this would be perfect for that as well. So again, that is Vanilla Lemon Gelato from the House of Dua. Next up, we're going to talk about another one that I know you all knew was going to be on this list. It was supposed to be on my last list, and somehow I lost that footage, but we're going to go ahead and talk about her. I've talked about her 1,000 times. This is inspired by Byredo's Mojave Ghost. This is Dua's Mojave Sand. Magic in a bottle. It is perfection. It smells like the perfect oasis in a desert that has plenty of water, and it's just perfect. Guys, if you watch any of my other videos where I've tried to describe Mojave Sand, it is just one of those fragrances that is perfectly unique. I don't consider it to be sexy necessarily. It is very clean, it is very unique, and it smells amazing. Now, I think it gets sexier as it's on me. Like, this is one of those fragrances that does really well with my body chemistry. I still can't fully understand what it is about this fragrance that speaks to me. That's Sopadilla note. I feel like that is what I'm getting in here that just makes it so unique. Because I don't know, maybe there's one other fragrance I have with that in it, but something special about this. Mojave Sand, a lifer for me. Next up, we're going to talk about Dua's inspired by version of Xerjoff's Italica. This is Italiano from the House of Dua. So this is a very lactonic fragrance. This beautiful butter toffee note that just kills the game for me. This is the perfect gourmand fall fragrance. You can take it into winter too, but this is when everybody's pulling out their pumpkin spice everything and their chai lattes. This reminds me of a very decadent dessert or a very decadent like coffee drink, but there's not a coffee note in here. Like, you are so extremely edible with this on. This is absolutely fantastic. I just love me some Italiano. Another perfect creation, you guys, I kid you not. This time, this is their inspired by version of Guerlain's Gourmand Coquine. Everybody wants to get their hands on it. It's so scarce, and if you do find it, it is extremely expensive, and to me, not worth that price when you can get dark chocolate, rum, and vanilla from Dua. If I want to smell like chocolate and rum, listen, another one that I'm begging Dua to not stop making and selling. This is literally perfection in a bottle. If you like a chocolate boozy fragrance, please get your nose on this. Come on. That's all I got for dark chocolate, rum, and vanilla. Next up is their inspired by fragrance of Parfum de Marly's Cassili. Everybody knows this rich, decadent, beautiful, sweet, amazing floral fragrance. This is Dreamy Elixir from the House of Dua. Dreamy Elixir, listen, this smells just like Cassili. This is the perfect floral fragrance. This is the perfect floral fragrance that's going to give you depth and richness and deepness and sweetness. Like, this isn't a heady floral. This is a sexy, feminine, like almost edible type of floral. It's so sweet that it makes me feel like, I don't know. This is not gourmand, but it gives you all the vibes of something that if you just took the floral notes out and you put something else in, it would be the perfect gourmand. I love Dreamy Elixir. I love Cassili, but again, with the price point, and for the fact that I don't need 100 milliliter bottles or, anything like that in my collection, I'm always going to pick this one. Also, there's another inspired by fragrance I have from another house I've talked about plenty of times before that does Cassili. Just Dreamy Elixir is the perfect feminine fragrance for sweet lovers, for floral lovers, for people who are normally scared of florals, because y'all know that's not my vibe. You can pull this off, guys. Perfect for work. Perfect for anything you want to do, actually. I just love her. Dreamy Elixir. Next, we're going to talk about one I haven't discussed with you guys yet because it is a recent haul for me. So this one is called Caramel Coffee. One of the most realistic caramel coffee fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. It is perfection. This is kind of sort of what you would get if you took B Layer's Arabica roast and mixed it with caramel overdose. Instead, you don't have to do layering, which you guys know I'm not into. And you don't have to buy 2 bottles of perfume. Instead, you have it in one. This is perfection in a bottle. I cannot wait to let it sit. And then for fall, just do my thing, baby. This is going to be amazing. But even at first sniff, it was a love at first sniff. Without a question, without a doubt, I'm going to absolutely love this after I let it sit on the shelf until fall. Because that's usually what I do with my duos. Let them sit for 3 to 4 months. Caramel coffee, y'all. If you like coffee fragrances, if you like edible, like gourmand, caramel, sweet fragrances, this is the one. I have talked about this fragrance a million times on my channel as well. It is still the #1 cotton candy fragrance in my collection. This is for the grown and sexy, baby. This is Cotton Candy de Dua from the House of Dua. Listen, they took everything that is perfect about a true cotton candy fragrance. They took out all of the juvenile, tacky stickiness and instead took it over to the grown-up side of things where you could just be extremely sexy and all woman. You know, this isn't playful. This isn't cutesy. This is sexy. And it is that vanilla. It is the white musk. It's the spun sugar. It's the cotton candy. This does it for me. I've talked about this before. And it doesn't smell like your typical cotton candy. That's why I say it doesn't smell juvenile. It doesn't smell too youthful. Sometimes it's okay. It's cool. This is just a different take, a different version. If you're looking for a true, I'm about to eat some cotton candy smell, this is not that. This is taking that and just going nuclear with it. This is making this for the grown and sexy. Something you can do for date night and a man would actually take you seriously. So, Cotton Candy de Dua. I think that this is one of the duas I would suggest if you like sweet fragrances, every woman should have in her collection. Dua has made the perfect pineapple fragrance. It reminds me of pineapple annihilators. It is so sexy on my skin. This is Musky Pineapple. Musky Pineapple. You know I love musk. You know I love the note of pineapple. I love real pineapples. If you've ever had a pineapple annihilator, this is it. Okay? Only much sexier. There are a lot of people who don't like to smell like fruit. If you don't like to smell like fruit, you're not going to like this. This is truly a pineapple fragrance. Truly. I hauled another fragrance that's supposed to be this quintessential, like just amazing pineapple fragrance. Pales in comparison to this one. Pales. It's fire. Don't get it twisted. But this one, when it comes to just talking about the note of pineapple, Musky Pineapple is the winner. I haven't smelled a better pineapple ever, ever, ever in a fragrance at all. So, it's just delicious. Last but not least, we're going to talk about my favorite duo on the planet. Now, this is the only one that I'm going to actually put in order because every time I smell this fragrance, I lose my mind. Okay? I find it again, but I lose my mind. This is inspired by Parfum de Marly's Delina La Rose. This is Miss Congeniality Rose Elixir from the House of Dua. There is no better floral fragrance. What are we doing? I mean, I just can't. This is my favorite rose fragrance in my collection. I love my Puivon Suju. I love my Roses Barbaranza. I love my Roses Greedy. I love a lot of rose fragrances in my collection. What I'm trying to get you guys to understand, including Delina, the original Delina, which I do own. This thing right here does something to me that I cannot explain to you guys. This makes me feel like I'm a rose lover, and I know I'm not. This makes me feel like the rose could never do any wrong, and I know it can. This right here is a trip. This is a trip I always want to be on. It is an adventure. It is a vacation. It is so work appropriate, so everyday appropriate, so feminine, so beautiful, so every single thing I would possibly want in a floral fragrance, a fruity floral fragrance. And more floral than fruity, for sure. This is a bad mamma jamma. That is it for my favorite duos. 11 fragrances that I don't ever want to be without. I really could add more to that list. There are quite a few, maybe 20 or so out of the like 30, 35 that I have that I would really want to keep forever and ever. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it changes. Thanks so much for watching this video today. Please do not forget to click that like button and select the notification bell, as well as subscribe to my channel. Join the Terra Squad. I love to have you here. All my Dua Divas, you have got to hit me up in the comments and tell me what your favorite 1 or 2, maybe 3 Dua fragrances are, the ones that you want to keep for a lifetime. I'm ready to find out what you're wearing Maybe there's something I need to test out that I don't have. I actually have some new ones on the way, so we will continue to be talking about Dua, as always. Anyway, love talking to you in the comments. And until then, bye.